Ooh. Ooh, hey girl. DelaCreme, you're on live. Hi. Hi, sweetie.
Hey, I'm a little behind.
Oh, you're fine.
I had to turn off my other browser. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. I just wanted to speak a little piece, if that's okay, on this whole situation
Go
and
right
how it
ahead.
affects our community. Because the thing is, I feel like a lot of us have been raised around mental abuse, mental illness, different sorts of religious abuse. Can I say those words?
Yes, you're fine.
I don't know if there's a code word we have to
No,
use,
you're
but
fine.
I feel like we've learned how to spiritualize, romanticize these things and make them acceptable. And I think that when we're dealing with these things in our community, it can be hard to hold people we love accountable, especially people we hold to high regard like celebrities. And I think it's important that when we watch a person's behavior on camera that they voluntarily place on a screen, that we judge that behavior for what they show us, because they're not being caught on candid camera. That, you know, these people aren't being caught unaware, like they're exposing themselves. And I think it's important that as we have these conversations, because it sounds like we're mostly educated people, we've got some experience. Most of us have more travel experience than Tokyo Tony, you know, in a small peel. So we're not talking about an uneducated group of people examining this situation, but we keep spiritualizing this thing and talking about prayer and all these other things. Even I heard Jaguar today talking about she was helping the girls with the macabre and Jesus, and those two things don't even go together. You know, and so I think that it's important for us to have factual, logical conversations. And that's all I'm saying. Just hold a person accountable for their behavior, no matter how well they can sing or preach or talk or whatever, just to hold them accountable. I just wanted to share that.
Thank you so much. And I agree with
It's my
everything
pleasure.
that you just said. And we do need to hold people accountable. And again, it's not a problem to have mental illness. It's like, it's okay. And it's okay to recognize if you do, because then you get to be proactive and do something about it so that you can understand it instead of be afraid of it. When people are diagnosed with, it doesn't matter what the diagnosis is. It can be cancer, you know, or anything like that. People are so afraid, you know, of what they just heard that they don't even want to deal with it. It's like they're in complete denial that this may be them, you know. So, but again, we don't get to choose our paths in life. We just get to live a life. And unfortunately, mental illness, a lot of people suffer from it. And mental illness does not discriminate. Anybody can have it. But it's okay. Like, it's something that can be worked out over time. If you got a bunch of supportive people around you that will support you and keep you on your P's and Q's and help you and help you realize that they are still here for you. We don't view you any different. You know, we're not going to judge you or side eye you, you know, or anything like that. We're just going to be simply just be here for you. I think a lot of people would be more open to checking on their mental health and doing something
Well, I mean,
about it. Absolutely. And I appreciate everything you
it's
said.
important. Well, I think it's important in this situation, especially because I was listening to the conversation that Jaguar Wright had with her sister, who's also apparently the mother of her nephew, which I can't understand that connection if her husband is his brother. But she was having this conversation with her sister, and never once did she say, "I'm here because I need help." There's something that's happened in my past that's come out, something that hasn't been dealt with. The fact that I have this relationship with my son's ashes are a revelation that there's some unhealed wounds, and she never had any kind of self accountability. And I always have this conversation with people. You know, when I was in China and people would sneeze on the bus, you could smell it, and they would say they weren't sick. And I'd be like, but you spreading disease, and you see how that went. So, you know, it is just important to have those accounted conversations. I'll drop down. That's all I wanted to share.
Thank you so much for coming up, beautiful. I really
My
appreciate it. And
pleasure.
what's your name again? Do
Thank
you have a
you.
channel or anything?
Well, I do. It's inconsistent, but DelaCremeDela.
Okay, they like from they live. Oh,
Yeah.
I like
Hmm.
that.
Thank you. Thank
Ooh,
you.
that's good. But thank you so much for coming, lady. Thank you
Awesome.
so
It was
much.
good to meet you. Thanks for what you're doing with this.
Oh, likewise. Thank you so much. Shout out to De La Creme De La. I like that.
Like a poetry, dream